Oh, hello guys, we can get started here in just a minute. Just gonna share the link. Okay, I know I said in the last stream that I was gonna be that would be the only stream for the day, but I had a change of plans, so doing another one here today. Oop. Hi, Beast Slayer. Yes. Of course, not for this show, but in one of your shows in the season or a pay-per-view, Beast Slayer, you do have that Horseman Foundation rivalry that'll need to be finished up because there is one match left in that one there. Oop, nope. Oop. All right, and okay, and they are going against the Briscoe brothers, who are the current TV tag champs. Hi, Gray Man. How you doing? Opening match here: Briscoe brothers versus Zayn and Owens. Mm. Yeah, Gray Man. I mean, not yeah, Beast Slayer. Sorry. Okay. Oh, you want 8-man first? Oh, yeah. Okay. Sorry. When you said switch first and second, I thought you meant the last two matches. My bad. Okay, that's not a big deal. So that means you want the title shot, the IC title shot match in the main event. Then I take it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's funny because when I saw that, I thought you meant, I thought the semi and main event were 1 and 2. I didn't realize that the first 2 matches were 1 and 2. Oh, oh well. Oh well. No worries. Alright, so Piper. And this, of course, is for a future IC title shot. First is Piper. Then, John Studd. And then Owen Hart, who's a free agent at the moment. And, let's see. After Hart is, let's see, who's after Hart? The Rock. The Rock is the Warrior. After the Warrior is Sabu. After the Sabu, it's Aldous. And after Aldous is Cordona. Alright. Let's double check things. Alright, 3 count in, top rope. Alright. Let's see how it goes.
Fight! Yeah!
Be a chaotic chaos here.
Are you ready? Ha! Ha!
Like what? Oh man. Oh, tag team powerbomb right here from Warrior and Cardona. Through the ropes.
Yeah!
Oh, big shoulder pressure. Power bomb. Oh, Aldous with a double power bomb on the Rock. Neck breaker. groundwork. The lift and slam right on Piper. Big Golem suplex there from the Warrior.
Are you
A
ready?
rock bottom on the Warrior.
Yeah.
Rock and Warrior trading punches. Yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting to see. Oh, Cardona being set up top by Owen Hart. Oh, superplex. Man, Cardona and Owen Hart would have made some great matches with each other. Oh, wait, we got someone eliminated. Cardona eliminated. We're down to 7. Oh, Owen Hart's signature reverse pile driver. He goes for that sharpshooter on the Warrior.
Yeah.
Oh, we got another elimination. Not quite sure who was eliminated. Looks like it was The Rock was eliminated. Wow. Warrior avoids elimination. Piper avoids elimination. Oh, now he's eliminated. Oh! Stud chasing Piper with the chair, comes back in. Down to Sabu, Hart, Stud and the Warrior. On Hart's a free agent. It'll be something if you can. Sharpshooter. Warrior tossed out. It's down to 3. Powerbomb with... Oh, more sharpshooter action. And the big man with 2 lighter, smaller guys. Sabu avoids elimination. Owen Hart eating a tag team neck breaker. Sabu goes down to Stud and Hart. It'll be an interesting situation if the current free agent wins an IC title shot.
1.
German with the bridge. Rope breaks it up. DDT. Belly slam. Dodge spinning heel kick. Stud avoids elimination. Hart doesn't though. Stud wins it. He'll get an IC title shot. No, he's not. Alright, next match. Now the next match is that tag match between this group here. Alright, let's see how that one goes. Yeah. That's an interesting thing though, because this how yeah, that's interesting. Like, how is the relationship for the like that? Oh, Owens left that. Oh wow. Okay. I'll have to make some adjustments in the rosters then.
Yeah. Yeah.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Owens gets tagged in. Ah, half Nelson suplex. For a leg lock. Punch trading between the two competitors here. Goes for a sharpshooter. Then gets tagged back in. Full hold. Ooh, Tiger Bomb. Pop up the skip. This is a title shot match for the CEW tag belts as well. So this is a very important match for both these teams here. Of course, later on, actually right after this match, the Briscoe brothers will not be done. They will also have to deal with the Nasty Boys and their rivalry with them, and their CEW TV belts will be on the line as well. Oh, here comes Aldous. Oh, looks like something of the team best friends here. Goes for his Texas Cloverleaf finisher. The King's Lynn Cloverleaf. Oh, missed the frog splash.
Yeah.
Tag made.
Woo!
Oh, big suplex there.
10 minutes gone.
Oh, suplex. Kung Fu Ninja Rush. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, tag team powerbomb. Ooh, burning hammer. Main character. Oh, misses the haluva kick. Dodges that one there. Oh, tag team neck breaker. Ooh, Jay Driller. That must be Jay Briscoe then. Jay Briscoe has a lot more tattoos, so that's Jay for sure. Mark's the other one there. Oh, big stomp from the top rope, goes for a cover. Burning, oh, Death Valley driver. Burning hammer. Spinning back suplex there. Pop-up power bomb goes for a cover. The KO bomb, as it's called. Oh, Blue Thunder Bomb. I believe so, yes. Oh man, I wish I was able to watch it. I'm gonna be away this weekend, and I'm not gonna be able to watch the stream or watch the next day. Oh, stunner. So, cause the earliest I could probably watch it would be like Monday. And this whole thing happens on Saturday, so it's gonna be hard for me to be able to watch it without getting spoiled, because whatever happens to that pay-per-view is gonna be huge. And yeah, I might still watch it anyway despite it, but that's a lot of like time, pay-per-view, like watch time. So I was able to avoid it with the Royal Rumble because I was completely free the next day, even though I worked during the stream of it. So I was able to watch it the next day without any spoilers at all. So it's gonna be interesting to see if I can do that or not. Yeah, that's the thing. It sucks. I really want to watch Elimination Chamber, but I mean, with wrestling, especially like fresh wrestling, once you get it spoiled for you, like it's tough to go and watch, because I mean, like, it's one thing to watch like old wrestling, like through like the lens of Wrestling Files or Wrestling with Regret. Oh, Briscoe's win. Because it functions differently like that. But with newer wrestling, like, if it just happened, you just heard about what happened, like, you could still watch it anyway, but at the same time, I mean, it just depends. 82 there. Briscoes with the win, they'll get a tag title shot. Yeah, the surprise helps. I mean, well, I'll just based on my feeling of it. I mean, I guess if Roman retains it, man, it's so tough. The way I think it should be is to get around it is because I've been hearing people say dance or threat at WrestleMania with Rhodes and Zayn against Roman, and I think that's the absolute best way to do it, because you get to do the Rhodes story, and you can still do the Zayn story, and Roman will still look fine because he could drop the belts to them, and he'll still be booked strong because he lost to two guys. That's the way I see it. I think that's the best case, and then everyone's happy because the Rhodes fans, they get their story, and Zayn gets his moment at WrestleMania, you know? Because here's the thing, like, if Zayn beats Reigns at Elimination Chamber, that means Rhodes is gonna face Zayn at WrestleMania. You know, which could still work, but that's not a lot of time to build animosity between the two guys. You know, I don't know. It's just the way I see it is, if the big moment's gonna happen, I don't know if it's gonna happen at Elimination Chamber. I don't know if they want to do it there, because if they do it there and Zayn loses, I mean, I don't know. It's gonna be weird to book that. Oh shit. Yeah, exactly. I've heard some people said him and KO should team up and take on the Usos for the tag belts at WrestleMania, but I think Zayn deserves more than just the tag belts. I wanted to see him take. I wanted to be the one to take the Roman thing. Of course, they could come up. Of course, WWE can come out and over and come up with something completely out of left field, and completely steal everyone's ideas of what is going to happen. They've done that before. Yeah, that is true. It's gonna be interesting to see how they're gonna do it. Because they didn't count on Rhodes getting hurt. Because the original plan was to give 8 or 9 months to build Rhodes up for WrestleMania against Roman. So there would be a build-up to it, but because he got hurt, more and more focus was put on Zayn. So Zayn went over more naturally, and now everyone wants to see Zayn do it. And I keep hearing all these suggestions, and I said it before, but it just sounds weird to me about having Roman drop one belt and then later drop the other. The idea of them separating the belts through Roman after he united them just baffles me, because to me, that makes Roman look weak as hell for him to lose a belt one by one like that, because it just shows degrading. And I think that ruins the point of the Bloodline. You know, the Bloodline was all about, like, you know, building a foundation. If they're gonna lose, it should be all at once, not just little by little, because I feel like it takes away from the effect it had if to see it go down like that. Because yeah, but we'll just have to see how they do it. Alright, Beast there, do you want Hart on the sideline for this, or you just want it to be the team here? Okay. Yeah, exactly, you know? And I've heard some people say, too, that Zayn could fight Roman one night to win one belt, and then have Cody fight the other night and win the other. And I guess that's okay. But again, I just don't like it. It's weird because they barely made any effort of. Because here's the thing: if they spent the whole time of Roman having all the belts, referencing each belt as individual belts, then I'd buy into, like, separating like that. But they haven't. They spent 90% of the time during Roman's reign with both belts, and the Usos as well, as calling them undisputed champions. Like, they keep acting like they have, like, one title instead of two. So to separate them like that, to me, just feels like, I don't know. It just feels like they just don't know what they're doing with the belt. Because my thing is, either unify the belts or don't. Don't say they're unified, keep them separated, and then don't know what to do with them after that. But I will, in WWE's defense, that whole thing with the belts was Vince's thing. You know, it wasn't Triple H's thing. Vince. Because from what I read, like, the belts are technically unified. It's just Vince thought it would look better on them to have, like, double the amount of belts that are actually representative. In fact, there were rumors of them, like, having a ceremony showing unified versions of the belts, but they never did it.
Yeah.
And so it's just weird. I just hope that, however it ends, like, because personally, I feel like the belts should be unified, because here's the thing, I understand, it's one thing to split rosters up in shows, I get that, even though WWE shouldn't do it, because the roster isn't that kind of roster right now. Maybe at some point in the future, if things line up correctly, they could go back to it, but the problem is, they've been doing the show division thing for so long, and it led to so many stupid things that the idea of that happening again is just an awful thought to have. The way I think is they should have more tiered belts. There should be more like lower mid-card belts. I don't want to see like 2 #1 belts anymore. I want to see a defined champion. You know? Yeah, exactly. Like, for example, the women's titles. Like, I understand having a SmackDown Women's Champion or Raw Women's Champion, but only the women do that. In my opinion, what it should be is there should be a 1 Women's Champion and then a mid-card Women's Champion. That's the way I feel about it. Because I feel like you're kind of forced people when you divide the belts like that. I mean, how do you book for that? Because the women's roster isn't that huge to begin. I mean, it's a reasonable size, of course, but it's not like mega huge. You know? Probably the bigger, more defined of the wrestling promotions in America, but even then, it's still not like massive compared to the men. But yeah, I think the way I would do is have them unified. IC and US. Because the way I see it is if you really want the belts on 2 different shows, like, you could make IC just on SmackDown, US just on Raw, and have the tag and the main event belts, you know, be, you know, inner brand. And then you could, and if you want to do more with that, you could also, like, have some other lower card belts, like have a hardcore and a TV championship belt or something like that, to give the lower carders something to do, outside of just having random feuds with random people for a little bit, you know. That's just the way I see it. I think, if they're gonna add more belts, I'd rather have it be aimed towards specific levels of the card as opposed to just like more like arguments on who's the best. Belly slam. Tag made. Hardcore, yeah. Or hell, a cruiserweight belt. I mean, it's kind of like, but I will say though, at this point it might be a little bit of a double standard to have a cruiserweight belt, considering that they don't even enforce that weight rule anymore, really. Because technically Styles is technically a light heavyweight or cruiserweight, but they don't treat him like one at all. Bushwhackers. Oh wow. I will say this for the scouting list, depending on the tag teams, I may do a 2-for-1 thing depending on the tag teams. Like for Bushwhackers, if they get added to the list, I will upload both of them at once. But if you're doing like something like the 2-man power trip, they'll be uploaded one by one. Oh, here comes Jimmy Hart to help the Nasty Boys. Or if you get really good at tag teams, have like a mid-card tag championship, you know? I don't know, I just feel like there's ways of doing it. Now, however, on AEW though, they definitely need a draft for AEW, that's for sure. I haven't really watched AEW heavyweight, I just try to keep track of them. I do, but I haven't known of anything super lately from them, but it does seem like the universal opinion of them is that it's still doing good, but there is a feel that there's a lack of like evolution Oh, look, Nasty Boys win. Yeah. Yeah, because my personal favorite mid card belts are the ones that have a specification added to it, like TV belts means that they're on TV, or hardcore means they're hardcore, you know, in hardcore matches, stuff like that. I mean, IC and US are classic, but but belts that have that added stipulation of how they get defended to me stand out a little bit more because it gives them a purpose than just being like gives them a specific identifier. 1-1 exactly. Rivalry is being kept even here. Sags wins it for the team against Briscoe with the pump handle drop. You know, for a tag match to get it over an 80 with 13 minutes is actually not bad. But yeah, next is a barbed wire death match between Kruger and Goldberg, and it's for the TV title. Jimmy Hart makes the difference, huh? Pretty much, yeah. I mean, it is a difference, for sure. But yeah, for next season, I did hear a lot of people talk about wanting to use managers in matches. I will come up with a system next season that allows you to do that without like having to like spend like a full on thing. But I don't know what it is yet, and I don't have anything defined yet because there's some guys like McMahon or whoever that could be in a match storyline wise, you know, and stuff like that. I mean, guys like Hart or whoever, they're not really known for being in wrestling, but there are some guys who are technically managers that are, you know, that have been in a match or two. So I'll make some rules there. It's just gonna add a little rules there, but I will be during the off season for that, of course. Alright, wait a sec. No, it's for a title, so it really should be. No. Time limit's 30, explosion is 30, so that should be F45. Okay. That can get a little confusing at times. Yeah, I figured. It's just sometimes it can be tricky. The biggest hurdle with giving managers like making them slash wrestlers, like manager slash wrestler, is really like moveset research, because a lot of managers, because they weren't wrestlers, don't have a defined moveset, so it's gonna require a lot of like digging to make that a thing. Shoot, I went past it. And also a music thing as well, because while I can certainly make room as I go, because I certainly made like some editing mistakes with songs that are a lot longer than they needed to be for entrances, there is a limitation on space for some of these guys. So it definitely needs to be a thing where it's manageable for sure, but cross that bridge when we get to it. Of course, music isn't the only thing, because in this game, storage is divided by sections, and music shares a section with other stuff. So I could clear room through other stuff, but you know, it just depends on how things line up. But yeah, okay. So this is for the TV title. Kruger's defending against Goldberg. Goldberg's also current national champion. Alright, so I've been a little mixed on time in the past with barbed wire death matches as title matches, because this is definitely the most bloody of it, and usually with this length, like, we typically don't see the explosion, but, you know, you never know with these two, so I'll just have it for that. But yeah, let's see how this one goes here. Make sure I have everything correct again. Yep, I do. Alright, let's see how it goes.
Fight!
Just power against power here. Yeah, it is. Oh, glass shattering right there. Toss down there. Missed baseball strike. Goldberg first to eat barbs here. Yeah, exactly. Somebody, I think, oh. Somebody, I don't know, it looks like Kruger's busted open here. Goldberg's eating a lot of damage, and now Goldberg's busted open as well. Both guys busted open. Counter from Goldberg, goes for a cover. Going for a jackhammer. And gets one. Oh, inverted bear hug. Man, that's so play. Yeah, exactly. Oh, amazing impact. Goes for a cover. Oh, look at that. Kruger retains. Yeah, 66. Not gonna help with the average, but definitely shows off Kruger's skill set here. He retains. Alright. So the next match, I'm a little confused. Beast Slayer, do you want the Flair $1 Million Man match next? Or the Taker Kane IC title shot match next? Flair match? Okay. Flair match will be in a cage. For a title, IC title. Flair and $1 Million Man. Jeez, what is... There we go. Alright, let's see how this one goes. Price, that's my belt.
Fight!
Attack there.
Come on! Come on! Woo!
Top trading between the two. Now this matchup would have been very interesting.
Come on! 5 minutes gone.
Oh, counter.
Brainbuster!
You gotta beat the man exactly. Another counter. Goes for a cover. And a headlock. Back suplex counter. Hip toss, grabs the baseball bat.
Come on!
Another counter. Big Irish whip. Oh, with a lariat and a knee drop.
Brainbuster!
Shard there. Glass. Oh, misses swipe. Russian leg sweep. Got the barbed wire bat. With the swing and misses. Takes another. Suplex. Oh, right in the face. Yeah, he has. He lost it for a quick minute, then won it back. Abdominal stretch. Counter Irish whip. Inverted atomic drop. Big swing. Ric Flair getting a little tired.
Come on! Woo!
Oh, go for the figure four. Abdominal stretch. Oh, face crusher. Oh, the $1 Million Dream. Oh, the flop.
Woo! 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 Oh no!
Big delayed suplex. For a chin lock.
Come on! Woo! Woo! Woo!
Okay. Goes for a cover up.
2, 3. Woo!
Oh, Flair retains. Yeah, it can be. $95, good lord. Yeah, it might be a good one to make a rivalry if these two work well off each other like that. Alright, now for the main event. Undertaker versus Kane with Paul Bearer on the sideline. And this, I believe this is for an IC title shot. Yes, yes, definitely get those booked for sure. Because next week we actually should be close to concluding like the week, like week 2 next week. Because FTOA DPS put his matches in. That will be probably Monday, I believe Monday. And then you can be on Tuesday. CEW heavyweight title shot. Okay. All right, that makes sense. Okay. It's 6 matches. Yeah, 6 matches. Yes. Okay, I'll have to separate the group here. It just means that title shot match. Okay. See how this one goes here. No worries. I can send it to you, but it's also in the Campy server in your XAW page. But I can look here too. It's not a big deal. Yeah, because you just go to the Campy server, you'll see you see all the chat channels, and you'll see there's promotions, all the 8 promotions, and each promotion has all the stats information of the promotion in there. And right now, your champion is Kunimitsu, and your tag champions are Shingo and Kyo. The Brothers of Destruction implode here. There's that cock off. Ooh, DDT. Counter. Big press. Suplex. Hits the boots. Barrage of punches from the Undertaker. Paul Bear are throwing in some more chairs. Counter. DDT. Still Taker. Diving elbow from Kane. Backbreaker. Yeah, he was for a little bit. TWN champ. That's funny. A lot of suplexes in this one. Boot from Taker. The leg drop. Oh, going for the choke slam from hell. Goes for a cover. Almost had him with it.
10 minutes gone.
Bear hug. Rope breaks it up. Roger punches and Kane goes for a cover. Oh, close. Oh, big falling power bomb. Back suplex. Oh, going for it again. Punch trading between the two. Yeah, you certainly can. I mean, it'll cost 20 credits, but you got so many credits. It does. You should be. You'd be perfectly fine. The only trick is which death match you want to be the base of it. Like because if you wanted like a hardcore belt for all matches, you can. But in this game, you could like it makes you pick like what base you want it to go to. Like, so if you think you're just gonna primarily do barbed wire matches, then you might want it rep barbed wire. If you think landmine, do landmine, and so on. Oh, Bear causing a distraction, but you can. But if you just want it to be like for normal matches and just have all those matches be no DQ or whatever. But then, of course, you could have it based on one thing, and if you feel like one time having it for a landmine or a cage or whatever, it's fine too. That's just something. That's just a thing that you might have to like think about for that. All types. If you're thinking all types, then okay, that makes sense. In that case, I'll probably. Oh, the tombstone.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, Kane with the win. Okay, if you're going for all types, then in that case, it's tricky. I say if it's just for death matches, if you don't plan on using that in like normal matches, then I think the best course of action is actually putting it under one of the death matches, because with the way this game is, like when title changes hand, like it's weird and confusing. I hate that they made it like this in the game, because it really makes things a lot tougher to do like creative like title matches. This is 73. I will do the show calculations on stream here. Let me just do my thing. But I only ask that because, Eli, because if you plan on doing like if you're planning on doing like a slight majority one death match or the other, then I'd probably put it under that. And then when you have the belt in other death matches, I'll just like fix stuff up from there. But yeah, I only ask that because if there's one specific one you have in mind, like for example, like Star Fox for TWN, he has a hardcore belt, but he put the designation under landmine death matches because he really wanted to do it under specific landmine stuff. Now you could still do that belt in barbed wire and cage or whatever. It's just off screen I would have to transfer the belt over because the game only recognizes title matches if the belt's assigned a specific match type. It's stupid, but that's just the way they have it in here. So if you're just doing equal across the board, then I'll just pick one of the things or whatever, and we'll go from there. But if you're thinking, you know what, I might do slightly more barb or slightly more landmine or cage than the rest, then I'll probably put it under one of those, and it kind of makes things just a little bit easier. That's why I kind of ask about that. And the only thing is once it's selected and you start like having matches, I can't really change it, because if I do, then it'll erase the belt history. Yeah, it's weird how they have it in this game. It doesn't always happen. Like, there's been plenty of matches where we've had seconds and the match evaluation was good, but sometimes it just makes it a factor. That's kind of why you kind of have to measure like how much hardcore elite title. Okay, let's see. 82, 66, 66, 73, 73, 96, 81, 96, 82, 82. Okay. Alright, you got an 82 tonight, Beast Slayer. I think that actually ties with someone else. So your highest match will be the tiebreaker. That's not a battle royal, which is that 95 cage match. So we'll have to see how that holds. But yeah, we'll talk more about the belt stuff in the DMs, Eli. But yeah, that's not a big deal. No, like the shows overall this week have been a little lower than last week, so it's really anyone's week at this point, because we still got, after this one, we still got Eli, FTOA, DPS, Eli, my show, and PFC. So we still got a few left, but we're getting close. But with the League of Valkyries winding down, we should start being able to cruise through the weeks a lot easier. So we actually will probably conclude Season 4 relatively soon. I mean, we're already getting close to the halfway point. Like I said, it's a test season. Next season, I plan on being a little bit longer and more in-depth than this one. But yeah, I'll make the adjustments and I'll calculate stuff. And yeah, I plan on my next stream being Monday. However, there is a small chance it might be Tuesday, but I do plan on Monday. So assume that, but if it changes, I'll update through the Discord. But yeah, and that will be, I'll try to do 2 that day, but one for sure, but maybe 2. More more likely two, but at the very least one, which will probably be League of Valkyries. But if I have room for two, which I probably will, I'll be doing DPSs, because it's going to be DPS and then Eli, because Eli DPS put his in just after Beast Slayer did, and then Eli's putting in his now, and then mine, which I can do whenever. I don't mind if I go last if it's necessary, but it doesn't matter. PFC, of course, I'll need his. I did see through a text that he was planning on posting that soon, so we shall see how that goes. But yeah, overall, a good show here. And yeah, guys, thanks for watching. In case anyone wanted to chat with anyone at the Campy Company, you didn't want to use the YouTube comment section, we do have a couple options. First one is we have a Discord channel. You can find a link to that in the About page / About section of our channel. We also have a community tab in our channel as well. You can access that anywhere at any time. We also have a Patreon page on our channel as well. Main goal of the page is to raise money for the channel, give the channel a bigger budget to do more ambitious things, and also start making merchandise for the channel as well. And the merchandise itself will be geared toward aspects of the channel that you guys enjoy, so any support we get for that is much appreciated. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like the videos, and have a good day.